Hi, Callie. You alright? Callie, and I know Kelly's on here. I hope that you're okay. I just thought there'd have been a bit more fucking people coming on. Do you know what I mean? Since I'm making the fucking effort. But anyway, let's get on with it. Right. Hold on. Hi, Lena. You alright? Today, I'm doing, it's not really about aliens, but it is, but it ain't. It's about ETs, which means extraterrestrials, which could be anything. Or could be an extraterrestrial. An extraterrestrial is just something that's like, that we don't know. Alien. Something that is alien. And there's a lot of things that are alien. But what I'm going to explain today, Shamz mysteries, people, and not like normal mysteries. We're going to be doing something a bit different. So today, yeah, I'm a mystery show. Get your wine, get your cup of tea, get your cup of coffee. Sit down for class. You ready? Everybody ready? Everyone ready for class? Where's everyone gone? I'll wait for the adverts. I'm alright, babes. Hi, Siobhan. Hi, everyone. Future girl, the lot. Right, while you lot are getting your little derrieres, that's your little lassies in place, I'll get my notes ready. That was last week's notes. Right. I need this week's notes. So this week, yeah, we're talking about, I would say aliens, but what the fuck is aliens? Seriously? Yeah, listen to the adverts, it don't matter, I'll just chat to myself. What are aliens? Let's have a look. I'm going to talk about planets, galaxies, yeah? Remember, for 4 months. Let's do this. I'm ready. Kelly gets ready. People, I'm fucking ready. She don't like aliens. Are we going to talk about aliens? Are we going to talk about aliens? Now, let me just give you a fun fact. We know, yeah, that we normally call them ETs. ET, yeah, means extraterrestrial. Then we've got UFOs, which means unidentified flying object. But we've got a few others. Now, an unidentified. I'm a future member, yeah! Future girl! Siobhan! Boom! Siobhan, wait till you see what I've got planned. I was watching X-Files the other day. I'll tell you later on a different show. Let's just carry on. I can do live streams with you lot on live. Where I can see you. You can come on. I can pick who I want. And it's free for you lot. Think I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it out later. See if it works, innit? Anyway. We've got UFOs, which means unidentified flying object. A UFO, people, an unidentified flying object doesn't necessarily mean an alien. An alien is something that we don't know about, something we've never encountered in our life. That's what an alien means. It doesn't necessarily mean, them creatures that looks a bit like me, but grey. Them ones that look like me, but grey. Yeah, not them ones. No. An alien can literally be anything that you've never encountered before. So, when we use the word alien on here, what we mean is something we've never encountered before. It doesn't mean that someone else hasn't. So I might have not encountered it, but HRH Calicat might have encountered it. Or, let's see, Future Girl might have encountered it. Lena Love might have encountered it. We don't know. But that's what I'm basically getting at, yeah? So that's alien. And unidentified flying object doesn't mean an alien ship. An unidentified flying object actually means it could be launched from NASA. It could be launched from Elon Musk. It could be launched from Bill Gates. We don't know. You lot could have launched it. It could have been a drone. But basically, it could have been anything. Hello, Sparkles. You're my honey pot. It's your daughter's birthday soon. Calican's dad's birthday tomorrow. I think it is the second, but anyway. But that's what I mean. Unidentified flying object doesn't mean an alien ship. So if you got that, people, lesson number one, it doesn't mean an alien ship. It's just something that you have never identified. But it could be a drone. It could be a bird. Like that come from another country. Do you know where I'm coming from? It could be like anything. So, when we're talking about aliens and that, we use different specific words. Now, aliens are normally found, and this is where I'm going to go into the planets, and you're going to think I'm a bit boring, but I'm going to tell you why. We've got words that we use, yeah, for aliens. Don't think if I'm boring you. Fuck off. Let's say, tell your dad I'm doing a live show. Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry. This is what happens. Yeah, knowledge is power. So, we've got UFOs, which means unidentified flying objects. I've lost my fucking notes. I'm a fucking idiot. And then we've got UAPs. Now, UAP is what people like NASA and other countries use. In the 70s, they had a massive war, yeah. And then they all decided, I'll tell you what, yeah. We'll share our secrets. None of them shared none of their secrets. So, NASA, they're not the only ones that launches to the sky. There's other people from other countries. Yeah. But, yeah, they're just one of them. I can't be arsed naming them. There's a few. But none of the scientists from all the other countries share their secrets. But from the 70s... yeah, well, there's been loads, honey. Loads! There's been a fucking shed load. Anyway, we got UAPs, which means unidentified aerial phenomenal. That's what we call a fucking alien ship. Do you understand me? So if we say UFOs, a UFO doesn't mean an alien ship. A UFO could Oh yeah, John, say you're right. A UFO could literally, no, this is serious, people. True. UFO in the scientific world means unidentified flying object. That could mean anything. It could mean something that, it just means something you have never seen. It doesn't mean that someone else has never seen it or identified it. Whereas if you've seen it in the sky and no one in the whole world has ever identified it, it is called a UAP, which is an unidentified aerial phenomenon. That is what you call an unidentified, what we as normal people will call a UFO. They're called UAPs, but apparently aliens have been from like years ago, because people have argued in the Bibles and that about them, and they've said that aliens have existed for years, allegedly. Don't shoot the messenger. But if you look in pyramids, they've got things towards the sky in pyramids. And don't forget how old pyramids are. When you look in Greek mythology, Egyptian mythology, when you look at everything, every kind of religion, there's one text that leads back to aliens. And it always leads back to water. Now, we all know, and this is where I'm going to get back to the planets. We all know that we need water to survive. This is another word that NASA and everyone else in that kind of scientific world, physics. We don't call it biology, because biology is to do with the body. Chemistry is to do with mixing things, but physics is to do with more what we're talking about now. So this is another word that we use. So we got UFOs, yeah, which is unidentified flying objects, which could be anything. But just because you don't know what it is doesn't mean that it's an alien. So don't jump above ship. You know what I mean? Don't get a bit too brazen. Can't you eggs or shit like that. Yeah, and then we got the UAPs, which are unidentified aerial phenomenals. That's where no one on God's earth knows. Even NASA's like, what the fuck is this shit? Do you know what I mean? And NASA's like, what? That's where we call it an alien ship. Then we got USOs. Now, everything that we've learned about aliens, that we have learned, has been depicted that aliens, they're like water. Now, do you remember that film, Science? Spoiler alert! Watch it. But it's to do with water. Now, we call this unidentified submerged object. A lot of objects have been found submerged underneath the sea. Now, I've always said to you lot that a lot of the earth has been undiscovered because I think it's about 70% is underwater. So imagine all that shit. If we ain't even discovered half of the earth here, what have we discovered underneath? So then I'm going to move on to planets, yeah. Now, in our solar systems, that's just a quick lesson. You can, I will elaborate more. I will go on a bit more when we do other mysteries, but this is just a quick, broad spectrum of trying to teach everyone about aliens and, you know, if there is real aliens, how would they survive, what planets would they live on, blah, blah, blah. So, in our system, we've got so many planets, yeah? So we've got Mercury, which is the nearest planet to our sun. The sun is a star. A star is just like a big, bright fucking bulb of dust. Right, I'm gonna have to explain about stars anytime. Yeah, let me just tell you like about stars before I go on. Right, the sun is the closest star. Well, not really the closest star to us, but the sun is one of the stars that keeps us surviving. We need stars to survive on the planet. Yeah. So oh god, I'm gonna have to explain all this fucking shit to you, lah. Right, here's Sham's theory of explaining everything. Stars have got different colours, people. Blue is the hottest star. It's 30,000 degrees and above. Then we got white, yeah, which is 70,000. Then we got yellow. Can't be asked for the fucking numbers. Then we got orange. Blue, white, yellow, orange, red. Those are the different star colours, yeah, that you see in the sky. So if you see a star that is blue, that star is fucking motherfucking hot. Then the nearest star to us would take us 100,000 years to get to. That's the nearest star to our planet. Now, in our system here, we call it like our galaxy. We call it a galaxy. It's like a galaxy is like a country. That's the simplest way of explaining it. Now, there's billions and billions of countries. We don't know how many countries there is because we haven't got the technology to discover it. We can guess and estimate. And we estimate because it's called light. We estimate through light years. Light years is completely different. Yeah, I have Viking. Light years is completely different, people. I'm sorry if I'm boring everyone with my science lesson, but I need to teach you this so you know if aliens can survive or not, or if there is real aliens amongst us, which I think there is. Yeah. But light years is measured because everything is measured in our dimension. Time and is measured different to when you get to space. When you get to space, light is so fast, and I will do a video on that and teach you like about light years and how it projects. Yeah, light is because light is absolutely different. It's got no mass. Everything that we know has got a mass, and that's how we project in time. I'm sorry I'm boring you, but light hasn't got no mass. So in space, when you go out there, you can literally die, and you can go to a different. Light travels that fucking fast that time bends. I'll explain that at a different time. Anyway, in our little community, we call it a galaxy, yeah? So in our community, the galaxy, our little Milky Way, we've got 9 planets, 10 big planets. We've got a lot more than that. We've got thousands of planets. Some of them we call dwarf planets. We call them red dwarfs. Yeah? Dwarf planets. Some of them, we call them stars. Some of them are a bit bigger. Hiya, Queen. Hiya, everyone coming in. Sorry if I'm boring everyone. But some of them, we call them dwarf planets. And some of them, we call them bigger planets, and that's like ours. So, our planet, what we've got planets that we think aliens can live on, what we call terrestrial planets, And we've got, hi Paul, we've got planets that we call terrestrial planets. And we've got planets that we call jovial planets, yeah? So I'm going to explain the difference between terrestrial planets and jovial planets. And then I'll explain the reason why I have got to say all this. So you know why aliens can only live on certain planets. So the terrestrial planets that we've got, they're Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, yeah? These ones have all got smaller moons. All these planets, they've all got they're all smaller planets. They've got smaller moons, and none of them have got rings around them. Like Earth hasn't got rings around them, Mercury hasn't, Venus hasn't. They're close enough for the sun, like warm enough or cold enough for life, and they've got water that we found. But it's not just that, they've also got moons as well. You need a moon and a sun to survive. I will explain about that. The sun is a star and you need the moon as well, but that's a different subject, people. I know I'm confusing you lot, but I will explain another time. But this is the reason why aliens need to survive. Then we've like Mercury. In our solar system, in our little community, our galaxy, Mercury is the smallest planet, yeah? Don't forget, Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, they haven't got no... When I say ring around them, you know what Saturn has got? Saturn's got a ring around it. That's visible to our eyes. But so is other planets, but we can't see them. So... Mercury is the smallest planet that we've got in our solar system, in our little community. It's like the smallest yard. You know, like that one over there with the smallest yard. That's Mercury. Like, look at our yard. It's little, innit? That's what we call the bungalow. We call Mercury the bungalow, yeah? Then we got Venus. It's hot. Venus is a whore. Because it's hot, innit? It's the hottest one. It's a whore. We just call Venus Meghan Markle. It's a whore. Yeah, we call Venus a bedseat. Yeah, we call Venus a fucking whorehouse. We just call Venus a whorehouse. That's it. Venus is a whorehouse. No, I didn't say it. Listen. My community said it, innit? Then we got Earth. That's us. We're alright, innit? We're normal. We got enough water, enough temperature. We're just normal. We're just right, innit? We're not too hot. We're not too cold. Yeah. Then we got Mars, which is all right. We found water on it. It's all right. Elon's going there. Oh, Mars is all right. But don't forget, all of these, yeah, they've got no rings around them like Saturn. They've got very few moons and they're relatively small planets. This is what we call terrestrial planets. But then we've got the bigger planets, Jovian planets, which are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, not your anus, so don't make a joke. We've got Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Pluto, I'm not going to argue about Pluto, but I'm going to call Pluto a planet. I'm not going to be a bitch, because I tell you what, people, what you don't understand is, around Earth, there is little planets as big as Pluto around Earth, around our Earth, here, and they protect us. They protect things from falling like meteors and shit. Yeah. So anyway, so Jupiter and Saturn, they're gas planets. They're full of helium. You know the one that makes you talk like Mickey Mouse? Helium! And hydrogen. Yeah, so Jupiter and Saturn, and they've all got rings around them. And then we've got Uranus and Neptune, they're ice planets, big. These are all big giant planets. We've got thousands of moons. Their moons are bigger than Earth. The moons are bigger than fucking Earth, no lie. And they've got hundreds of moons. They've got more moons than us. We've got one. We're the sad old planet. But you know what? We're here, innit? Fuck them lot. We're here. Where's the aliens? But here's the thing. This is just our little system where we live, yeah. Now, the reason the Jovian planets, they've got lots of moons, like I said. All of these ones have got ring systems. They've got no solid surfaces, and that's why we don't think aliens can live on them. Because for aliens to live, we need a solid system. So we think you need a solid system, like a solid ground surface. You need water, and you need some kind of air. Do you know what I mean? Plus, you need they need a sun, like a star, close to them to give them enough heat, and they need a moon. Do you know what I mean? You need both a sun and a moon. Every planet's got a moon. Now we found another one, another galaxy, another place. Oh gosh, it's so hard to explain. I don't know how to explain it, but aliens need a specific temperature in that to live. Now, we think that we have found aliens, and we think that the government are hiding it. I'm doing a live show. People have got my baby father here, and I'm doing a live show about aliens. Is this man a fucking alien? Is he a fucking alien? Only an alien would act like that. What? I don't know. I'm doing a live show. Are you ready? Jonesy, are you coming coffee with me? It's a fucking alien, that one. How did I get with it? I don't know. Right. I don't even know. You know what? I could fucking beat him up. I could beat him into another planet. Now, the nearest planet that I could beat my baby father into people would be Mars. And the reason that I could beat him into Mars is because we have found on Mars a bit of, as they've gone over it, we have launched things into Mars. Yeah, not just NASA. There's been different places. There's been China has launched it, Russia, Britain, you know, everywhere. Hi, Vanna, you alright, babes? Hi, everyone coming in. We've launched into Mars. And what we've seen is volcanoes on Mars. And on the volcanoes, they're spouting water, like gases. And if he's got water gases, that means I love my baby father because he's left me fags. Yeah, so that means... Yeah, for fuck's sake, I'm doing a live show. I don't know. He does it on purpose. He wants me to have an argument with him, yeah, so we can sit there and say, I'm shaking behind your back.
No, that shouldn't be a dick, yeah.
We're aiming together, people. But, you know what? What? Yeah, he got broken arm. Fuck off. He's a dickhead. He's a liar. He's a fucking alien. Anyway, we found a place, yeah, called Proxima B, where we think aliens can be. I don't know where he's gone. It's called Proxima B, yeah, and it's just outside our solar system, people. And we reckon aliens can go there. But people, what you got to understand is, what did I tell you earlier? The nearest star to us is, it would take us 100,000 years to get there. Now, in the 1970s, we launched something to space, a tape recorder, and we taped over 100 different languages to say, "Hi, aliens." We sang them songs. We done prayers for them. I know, sad as a motherfucker. If it was up to me, I'd have done better than that. Do you know what I mean? Why do I need like 100 languages? I'd have just done English, Chinese, Spanish, French and German. English, Chinese, Spanish, French and German. That's it. English, Chinese, Spanish, French, German. That's it. They want to learn the rest. They're going to have to fucking come to fucking Earth, innit? But here's this. It's going to take over 400,000 fucking years for it to get to the nearest fucking place. And it had the president at the time recording. I don't even know if it was fucking Bill Clinton. I hope it wasn't old Bum Bum. God, don't embarrass us. And the first black president dancing with that fucking big fucking mic. As an alien, I wouldn't want to say that shit. I'm just saying. But I ain't an alien, so what do I know? I can't judge. I ain't doing a cancer culture for the aliens. I ain't doing a Demi Lovato. I don't give a fuck what the aliens think. Right about now. I genuinely don't. Who are they? Anyway. So it seems like the aliens can't live on certain planets, but we have found somewhere outside our solar system. No. And it ain't outside our solar system, actually. But it is. Now, this one, I'm going to have to explain about. This is the last lesson, people. Constellations. I'm going to have to. Hello, New York. I'm going to have to explain about constellations. Like everyone, for fuck's sake, constellations are stars. Yeah? Now, constellations are stars that people used to use back in the day. In every religion, every Bible, everywhere you fucking go. And it used to guide you. So it didn't matter whether you was an astrologer, whether you was an astrologer, whether you was a scientist, a psychologist, whether you was a Buddhist, whether you was a priest. It was something that we used because what it was, there was different types of constellations. Now, the last time I think they counted, there was 80, I don't know if there's 77 or 88 constellations the last time they counted, but they're set up into 3 different categories. So I'm going to try and explain it very simply for you lot, yeah? So constellations is the 3 simplest ones. They're set up into circumpolar, yeah? And I'll tell you what that means in a minute. Zodiacal and seasonal. Right. Them 3 words should tell you exactly what it means. But the circum, yeah, it's like, I think it's a Greek or a Latin word for like circular. And polar, all it is the North Star. Now, in the sky, we've got all these stars, yeah. And when you look from Earth, you've got a certain star, and it's called the Polaris star, yeah. The Polaris. That's what we call the North Star, people. That star is always there, so every star will change its look, but this motherfucker is right there in the middle. Every star is changing its look, But the Polaris is always there. Don't matter where they change. Motherfucker's always there. That's why it's called the Polaris. It's always there. Just the polar. Just there. Boom. So we've got certain stars, people. So does that make sense? We've got the polar star. Does that make sense, yeah? The polar star. Yeah, the North Star. It's called, yeah, the Polaris. Polaris, Polaris Star. Yeah? Webcam. We don't have dirty messages on here, darling. You're on the wrong website. Thank you. So, yeah, the Polaris Star, the Pole Star, don't matter where on earth it moves, there's always this star called the North Star. And that's why if you follow north, you always know where you're going. We call it the North Star, the Polaris Star. So, we've got circumpolar. Yeah, there's these things that are called circumpolar. This is when we always see them. And the North Star's always there when we see them. Yeah, the North Star's always at the top. So those are the circumpolar stars, yeah? And the constellations. So every time you see the North Star, you got a few stars. There's about, I don't know, 20, 13 of them. I don't know. But they're called circumpolar stars. Hi, Sweet Pea. Hi, Twinny. Say hello to KG and the boys. So, circumpolar star, that's where we get it from. Yeah? It's alright, Sparkles. There's always going to be one coming on. It doesn't matter. We're not going to make it spoil our night. Jonesy! Calais, thank you for deleting. You right. So, those ones, yeah, they're seen all year round. Because the North Star, you can see it all year round. So if you see a circumpolar, they're all year round. Those ones, we call them like the Big Dipper. For example, the Big Dipper. It looks like a barrel with a thing, but some people call it the Big Bear. What else? The Orion, the one with the 3 stars. That's one of the circumpolar stars. You see that all year round. Does that make sense, people? So those stars, we see them all year round. It doesn't matter what time of the year it is. Then we got the zodiacal signs. So we got ones that are like zodiacal. Does that make sense? So we got Sagittarius, Capricorn, Pisces, Leo, Aries, so on and so forth. Yeah. But NASA come out with one a couple of years ago. They said there was a 13th zodiac sign. And oh my gosh, the astrologers went ape shit. They was like, no! Because we use the main calendar. I will go on that in another mystery show. This will all do with aliens. I know you're thinking, what the fuck is she on about? How's this to do with aliens? But it is. So, we got the zodiacal ones, yeah? We don't see all of them all year round. But sometimes we do. Some of them we do, some we don't, yeah? But they're all zodiac signs. They look like the zodiac. They all look like animals. And we base them on our calendar. So when we don't see one and then we see another, that means we're in that zodiac, like Pisces, and we see another, and yeah. Then we've got the seasonal ones, which could be either a circumpolar one or a zodiacal one, or just a seasonal one. So yeah, the maps out the world back in the day before we knew about maps. Now, I'm thinking, because that's how we do it. And we've had lots of things like in pyramids and in Bibles and, does that mean that aliens, yeah, that's how they've mapped out the world? And that tells us, like, sometimes aliens might not want to come here. And then, you know, how fast aliens travel. Now, I wanted to explain about light years and speed of light. Now, the speed of light is extremely fucking fast. And when I say fast, it's faster than the way I fucking chat. Do you know what I mean? And I can chat fucking fast. I'm chatting relatively slow right about now, but I can chat really fucking fast, yeah. And these aliens, yeah, when they come here, we have had signs that they've come here, and boom, they can go. Now I'm thinking, can they manipulate time? But that is another show that we're going to use, we're going to do. But what we need to understand is the whole point of this show is, I'm telling you about these planets. What planets can these aliens survive on? And what's saying that they can survive on these? What's saying that they need a kind of survival? And then when you think about, when we think about black holes swallows everything up. Boom, we're gone. We don't need to think about that. What we need to think about is speed of light. Now, when we think about how fast the aliens come here and how fast they zip away, is have they manifested the speed of light? Have they got some way of, you know, conjuring it? Do you know where I'm coming from? Think about all these questions. You know what I mean? When you think about the science of all these things, like the different planets and things like that, it's all good. But when you think about the when you leave Earth, time is different on Earth to what it is in space. It's completely different. Yeah. Because time is bent. You can stop time. It's just slow down in our heads. But it's like 500 years speeded up. That's what we call light years away. So 1,000 light years. Well, 1 light year in them alien years is about 1,000 light years. 1,000 years to us. 1,000 human years is about 1 light year. So when they're talking about 4,000 light years, you gotta think you're never gonna ever be fucking alive anyway for 1 light year, let alone fucking 4,000. And then when I'm gonna explain in a different video about the speed of light, you know, speed of sound, and like that 1970s video, they're not gonna hear it for another 40,000 years because of the speed. And the nearest star to us, the nearest star to us is going to take us over 100,000 years in human years to travel. So unless we can find a time bending machine, which I think we have, are we deleting this video? Right, all I can say is, you know that they've found one. Do you know what I mean? I could be arsed. Everyone knows this shit. I'll be a dickhead sitting there going, I ain't gonna go on my fucking YouTube, yeah? Yeah, the humans having humans having alien DNA. We all know this shit. You know what? As I was studying this subject, I was thinking that I've got alien DNA. Do you know where I'm coming from? But yeah, I'm hoping that you understand where I'm coming from. I will elaborate more. I'm sorry if it didn't make sense, but aliens need a certain survival technique, a certain type of place. They love water. let's just call this part 1. I will do part 2. Yeah? Did everyone enjoy today's show? I'm going to go because it's been 45 minutes, but has everyone enjoyed it? I'm going to do more in part 2 to explain a bit more. In fact, I think we're going to need about fucking 10 parts for this one. And a few other shows that I've done. Sorry, I'm just a scientific dickhead. Is that alright? I might come back on when I fuck baby father off. So, give me about an hour. I hope he's bought me alcohol, which I do. But I'll be back in about, give me an hour or 2. With my hair down. Let's have a look what it looks like, people. I don't like it down. I think it looks shit. Yeah, we're going to have a tea break. I tried explaining about the aliens. It's a bit hard to explain. Because aliens can be anything. Do you know what I mean? Aliens doesn't mean things from outer space. Alien can be an entity. Aliens are just something that we just don't know. Aliens could be fucking your neighbour. There could be a fucking leprechaun. There could be a fairy. There could be anything. That's what an alien means. Do you think L.A. Palmer will break off? It's a very deep subject. What's L.A. Palmer? Can you remind me, babes? What's L.A. Palmer? Oh, that volcano. Oh, you're on about that one that was supposed to erupt last week? The one that was supposed to erupt last week? Sweetie, what can I say? All I can say is, if it's fucking going now, then yeah, obviously it's inevitable. You'd have to be a dickhead to think that it's not going to be breaking off. Come on. Anyone that lives in that area should have the common sense to think, you know what? It's literally fucking blowing up right about now. So I think, you know what? Let me get my kids' pictures. Let me get my passport and all that shit. Anything that I fucking need. And I'm off skate. Bye, Felicia. Yeah, just evacuate. You know what? I'm sorry. Not a lot of people are going to agree with what I say on my channel. And it's called Shamz, A.K.A. I believe in God. And I believe God is testing you all. So you know what? Choose wisely. This is just what I believe. You don't have to go with what I say. Yeah, I just believe. Thank you. Twinny, you are going to say that. You're my twin. I believe that God is testing everyone. So you know what? Choose wisely. Don't say sorry if you don't mean it. Be very truthful. Because you know what? God forgives everyone. He will eat everyone. You know what though? Don't be scared to death. It's inevitable. We all live and we all die. Just make sure that just make sure you've made a change in life. A good change to at least one person. That's all. What more can you ask for? Seriously. You know what I mean? I ain't fucking rich or nothing, but you know what? If I can change one person's evil into good, I've done my job. God's blessed me. That's all you need to know. And on that note, everyone, have a good evening. Yeah? Thank you all for joining me. We will be doing a part 2 on this alien subject because you know it goes above and beyond. Thank you all for joining me. Right. Press the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe and the bell. The bell. Press that fucking bell. Cause yeah, it's called subscribe. And then share if you think some idiot don't know nothing. I love you too, sis. Twinny. KJ, boys. Harriet, everyone. Future girl. Sue, Cali Cat. Lee B, the law. I love ya. Right. Everyone else join me on Shamz membership. Buy my t-shirts, buy my cups. Give a bitch of support. Buy me Dr. Pepper. Yeah, you can buy these much. I'll probably be back later. You can even buy my baby father. $10. $10. All right, $5. $5. $2. 50 cents. 50 pence.